Let us start understanding how exactly are we going to write the accounting treatment in the books of the lessee, or it is the user of the asset when there are situations where minimum rent account is maintained. Okay, so the first journal entry is exactly whenever minimum rent is payable. Now minimum rent is payable, they have three particular different varieties of how this is recorded. Let us start understanding one after the other. Now, whenever there is a situation that it is payable, or if I am asking that it is due, okay, what could be the journal entries that we are recording? Firstly, there could be a possibility that the minimum rent is more than the royalty. Okay, now how do we understand this journal entry? For example, if we are using, if we are paying rent, what is a journal entry for recording rent? Rent account debit to cash account. Rent is a nominal account, debit all the expenses, and cash is what is going out, so it is credited. Okay, so keeping the same logic into mind, we will write the journal entry minimum rent account debit to the person, to the lesser account. This is when minimum rent is more than the royalty. Okay, next one, when minimum rent is equal to royalty. Now here, whenever there is a situation where the minimum rent is more than the royalty, we will treat that we are paying royalty and not minimum rent. Okay, the name that is going to be used will be royalty to landlord or lessor. Most of the books are using the word landlord and some author textbooks are using the word lessor. So both of them are the same. Next one, when minimum rent is less than the royalty. Now, this particular journal entry will have an advantage to the user of the asset. How? Whenever, whatever amount of minimum rent you are paying, okay, whatever minimum rent amount you are giving, sometimes in the coming few years, the user of the asset will have a benefit to recover whatever extra payment you have made in the form of minimum rent to recover from royalty. Okay, minimum rent is that particular amount which it is set by the contract, and whether you have sales or not, you will have to give that much amount of money to the actual owner of the asset. Now, whenever royalty is less, okay, and here it is telling minimum rent is less, sorry, when the minimum rent is less than the royalty. So whenever royalty is more and the minimum rent is less, so what exactly happens? In the last few years, in the previous years, whenever you landed up paying more minimum rent, from the extra royalty we will recover it back. Okay, so this is going to be a little difficult because we are understanding in the form of theory, but when we will do problems it will become extremely simple. So just understand, whenever royalty that you are paying, okay, actual benefit when you are giving to the owner of the asset is more, but the minimum rent is less. So whatever earlier you would have paid extra amount in the form of minimum rent, that I will recover. Okay, that is why it is telling you royalty account debit to short working to landlord account. Okay, this is for due only. Now whenever you are receiving money, what will be the second journal entry? All the three belong to the same. It does not mean you write all the three. These are scenarios, okay, situations, to understand how much amount of money is actually due. Then out of this you pick up the second entry, that is how much is actually going to get received. So in case if we are going to recover, or in case if the royalty if the minimum rent is inclusive of royalty and short working both, okay, what will be the journal entry? Royalty account debit, short working account debit to minimum rent. In the minimum rent only, one portion belongs to royalty, one portion belongs to short working. Okay, next one, how much amount of minimum rent are you actually paying to the lessor? So landlord account debit to bank account. Bank, obviously, according to the principle, cash debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Okay, and what is coming in, to whom are you actually making the payment? Fourth journal entry is going to be when royalty is actually transferred to your production. Now what exactly happens after you are recording the journal entry? What is the exact purpose? To show it in your financial statement. Now whenever you are drafting your P&L account, what do you generally do? You have the debit column, you have the credit column, right? So debit all expenses, credit all income. Here whenever we are writing royalty, that means we are giving it one place in the financial statement. So P&L account debit to royalty. Now here in the chapter royalty account, profit or loss account is also called as production account. Okay, so I hope you don't get confused between the two words. Profit and loss account is also called as production account. And if we are transferring our expenses, it will be like this: profit and loss account debit to royalty. Next one, it says when transfer of short working not recouped. Now this basically means whenever any user of the asset is paying extra money to the actual owner of the asset, okay, to the lessor, what exactly happens? Sometimes minimum rent will be more than the royalty. Okay, royalty is basically all those kind of payment which is made to the owner of the asset whenever there is production, whenever there is sale, depending upon the units, etc. Minimum rent is what? Minimum rent will be that amount which is decided according to the contract, that even if there is no sale, even if there is no production, minimum how much amount of money I will give to the actual owner of the asset. Now here what exactly happens? If there is a possibility that the user of the asset recovers the previous year's few extra money paid, okay, for example, in the year 2009, in the year 2010, minimum rent, royalty. Okay, we'll just understand it like this. Actually the minimum rent was 10,000, okay, both the years. Now here what happened? Okay, we will take the scenario. All right, so in the year 2009, actually how much after the production was done, after I sold the books, what was I actually expected to pay to the owner of the asset? 8. But according to the contract, what did it tell? I had to pay him 10. So what happened? 2000 I paid extra. This will be called as my short working. Now what happened? Next year, actually how much I had to pay? 18. But what did the contract say? 10,000. So what am I paying? Plus 8,000. So I have the benefit to recover my last year's loss from this year's profit. Last year's loss to current year profit. If I can take this money back, okay, and only pay 16,000 instead of 18. Okay, na? That is exactly what is called as short working recover. And if, for example, again imagine if this year also was 8 only, I was not capable of recovering, again I paid 10,000 only, because whichever is the highest you have to pay. So what happened? Not recovered. There was no possibility of having any profits. I did not recover anything. So what will I do? I will record for that also, that in this particular year I did not recover any short working. Then what I will do? Profit and loss account debit to short working. To short working. Profit and loss account debit to short working. So if you understand what is exactly the concept of the theory or the journal entries, it will become extremely simple for you to crack. So it is, first entry will be called as whenever the amount of money is due, depending on the situation, depending upon minimum rent and your royalty. Okay, then you decide of which scenario is actually happening. Second situation, when the royalty and short working is included in the minimum rent, then you will write payment, whatever is actually paid. Out of that, whenever it is paid, you will have to show this particular situation in the financial statement, either in the profit and loss or in the balance sheet. Now because this is an item of your regular income expenditure, it will go to your P&L account. Okay, after that, in case in the situation if you have not recovered, if you have not taken back the last year's profit, then you will record it like this. Okay, so this is exactly how journal entries are being done. Let us start with the first problem. Let us start solving the first question on journal entries in the books of lessee when there are situations of minimum rent that is arising. So the first question says Mr. R has patented one automobile door and he's particularly granting it to Mr. Raju the license to manufacture and to sell the closures for 10 years on the following terms. Okay, so Mr. Raju has to pay royalty of rupees 5 of every closure that is sold with a minimum rent of 2,500 per annum. Raju could set off the short working arising in any of the year against the surplus royalty payable in the next 2 years. So this basically is an advantage to the actual lessee, or it is the user of the asset, that whenever there is extra amount of money that is paid in any previous years, whenever there is extra royalty or profits that are arising, you can recoup that. Okay, we will solve that in the problem. It's going to be extremely simple, not difficult at all. It's just about how you learn what terminologies are used, and once you understand the terminologies, it's going to become extremely simple. Hope in case if you have not seen the first lecture of calculating table of analysis, the link will be there in the description box. You can go check that out and understand of what are the terms, what are the basic necessities of understanding the entire concept of royalty, the analytical table. Quite number of good problems are already solved, so which will give you a better idea of how to take it forward in terms of journal entries. Okay, next one. From the second year onwards, the dead rent. Now minimum rent is also called as the dead rent. It is agreed upon 2000 instead of 2500, and all the other items being unchanged. Now here what they have given you is the details with respect to 4 years, how much amount of production has actually happened, and the closing stock. You are expected to pass journal entries in the books of Mr. Raju with minimum rent. Now here what is the problem is, whenever we are calculating the analytical table, firstly what is required is the amount of actual sales done. But what is the question telling you? The question has only given you how much production has happened and how many units were not sold. Anything that is not sold will become closing stock. So firstly it is very important for us to calculate what is the actual amount of sales that has happened during the period of time, and only then we can proceed towards the analytical table. Okay, so first let us understand. So when we are calculating sales, opening stock for the first year will be considered as 0, because assuming that you are starting the production and before this you have done nothing. Okay, so opening stock will be 0. Now during the first year, please figure out how much amount of production was done. 125 units, and out of this 125 units, how much was not sold? The quantity which is not sold is to the extent of 25 units, so we will reduce 25. So opening plus production minus closing will give you how much amount of sales actually happened in the first year. Simple, extremely simple. When you start the production, obviously you will have no opening stock because it is the first year. How much did you produce? 125. And how much is, if you want to find out how much was sold, you can only find when you're deducting it with the closing stock. Units which are not sold during the year. So with this particular formula, you can easily find out how much was the sales that the company actually did during the first year. Okay, clear? Now, for the second year, if you have to find out, you would need opening stock and account, and as per the accounting principles, closing stock of the last year will become the opening stock of the next year. Okay, closing stock of the last year will become opening stock of the next year. Plus, what was the production? It was 225 was the production which was done, 225. Now in the second scenario, how much was the closing stock goods which were not sold? It was 50. So minus 50. So how much amount of goods have you actually sold during the second year? It was 200 units. Now in the third year, again following the same pattern, last year's closing stock will become current year's opening stock. So this will become 50 plus third year was 285. 285 minus how much amount of units not sold? 35, which will give you 300 units of sales during the year. Next again, last year's closing stock will become opening stock of the first year plus 515 minus 50. 515 minus 50 will give you how much? 500 units. Okay, so what exactly was the scenario? Sales or the actual amount of quantity which was sold was not given, and this is the primary important information that is needed if you have to calculate analytical table. Okay, so since it was not given, using the formula opening stock plus production minus closing stock, we found out the amount of sales which happened during the year. Okay, so now I will direct you to the actual table of analysis. So if we understand the table of analysis, this is exactly how is the pattern of the table of analysis should look like. Years, sales, royalty, minimum rent, surplus, treatment of short working, recovered, short working irrecovered, and the actual payment which is made to the owner of the asset. Now let us start filling up this particular data. Now sales, because it was not clearly given, we have already calculated in terms of this. All the sales will be copied back here in the table. So for the first year it was 100, 200, 300 and 500. Nextly, how would you calculate royalty? Now royalty is completely based upon how much amount of sales do you actually generate. Now in the question they have mentioned that royalty that was paid was for 5 rupees every closet sold. So 100 into 5 will give you 500, 200 into 5 will give you 1000, 1500 and 2500. Okay, I should be very clear by now. Now, next, how do we actually calculate minimum rent? For the minimum rent, question says from the second year onwards. So, minimum rent of 2500 is actually paid, but there is a difference here. It says from the second year onwards, minimum rent or dead rent will become 2000 instead of 2500, other terms being unchanged. Okay, so the same thing we will write down here. For the first year it was 2500, and from the second year onwards minimum rent became 2000 each for the remaining years. So this much we have calculated. Now what is pending is for us to find out surplus. How do we find out surplus? Always whenever you are calculating surplus, your royalty should always be more than the minimum rent. For you to arrive at surplus, royalty should be more than the minimum rent. Is royalty more? Is royalty more? And not even here. But yes, definitely you will have surplus of rupees 500 because royalty is more than the minimum rent. Now, if there is no surplus here, obviously short working should be there. Right, short working of how much? Now why do I say short working? Because if I had to pay you, for example, if I had to pay you 500 but I paid you 2500, is this not a loss to me? So that amount of extra expense or the loss in royalty in the accounting terms, we will call it to be short working. Clear? So here we will have a short working of 2000, difference between the two. Here we will have 1000, here we will have 500. This is how exactly the table has to be filled. Now most importantly, how do you recover, irrecover, or how much amount of actual payment do you made is what is expected to be understood. Now recovery can only happen whenever you have surplus. Obviously no. Short working, any loss I can only recover when in the previous years I had a surplus. So obviously you cannot recover, right? Whenever you have surplus only you can recover, otherwise you cannot. So it is irrecovered. Now in the third case the scenario is different. Here we will not write nil. One very important thing to be taken into consideration if we go and look into the chapter. But before that, let us just go year wise. So it is short working. No previous profits we have that we cannot recover, unrecover. So how much amount of payment we do? Whatever is the actual minimum rent, same amount is paid. Again in the next year, no previous surplus, no recovered, no recovery. Whatever is the minimum rent we have to pay. Third year, again we have only short working, no previous surplus, we cannot recover. But what does the question say in the terms of irrecovery? This one is expected to be read very carefully. It says in the second point, short working arising in any year against the surplus royalty payable in the next 2 years. Next 2 years, that basically means only up to the third year I had the capability of recovering. Otherwise which, whatever amount of loss I have incurred, I will understand that in the coming future year I will never ever receive that again. So for the next 2 years, this was recoverable in the next two. The first one was recoverable in the first two. So this one I will assume that it will never ever be recovered. First one in the next two till here. This one again in the next two. Okay, so that's how it is expected to happen. So keeping this particular thing into mind, what exactly we've understood so far, that the question has told you that whatever amount of surplus you have got in the only next 2 years you will be capable of recovering. So first can be recovered only in second and third, second one can be done only in third and fourth, third can be done only in fourth and fifth, and so on. Okay, in the next second year, first and second, that way. So here, because we are telling the first one is not recoverable till here, so we will write 2000. By the end of the next 2 years, this amount will not be recovered, so I will not have the privilege of taking this amount back again. That benefit is lost to the user of the asset. Now what exactly is the amount that we are going to pay is with respect to minimum rent, so we will write 2000 here. Okay, so going to the next one, since we have surplus, that basically means we have the possibility of setting off this short working in the year third and fourth. Okay, we are considering only this one. So whatever is left in the second year can be recovered in both the places, but how much amount of money do we have in surplus? Only to the extent of 500. So only 500 is something that is going to get recovered out of 1000, and the remaining I will say irrecovered, because this particular thing only had an opportunity for the year third and fourth to be recovered, right? So here I will write 2000 minimum rent of what is being payable. Now, taking the table of analysis into picture, we are going to jot down all journal entries which are expected to be done in the books of Mr. Raju, okay, whoever is the person whom you are granting license to. Okay, so easily to understand what exactly we are going to do, why we are recording in the books of Mr. Raju is, R is the person who is the owner of the asset, Raju is the person who is the user of the asset. User of the asset is recording, who is the lessee in the royalty terms. Okay, Mr. Raju is the user of the asset, the lessee. R is the lessor, the owner of the asset. Okay, so this is why we are doing. Now firstly, what we exactly have to do is first compare, when you are doing the journal entry, first start understanding whichever is the highest among these two, whether royalty and minimum rent in comparison to each other, which one is the highest. Now in this particular situation, minimum rent is more than the royalty. Now please check for journal entry, what does it say? When you are telling minimum rent is more than the royalty, the journal entry will be minimum rent account debit to lesser account. Okay, now the lesser is who? Mr. R. So what will be our first journal entry? We will write minimum rent account debit to Mr. R account. Okay, being first year minimum rent, either you can write payable or you can write due, anything is okay. Now how much are you actually making the payment to them? Worth rupees 2500. Okay, so the amount that is going to be due is to the extent of 2500. This was the first journal entry. Now please see when it is expected to be paid. Now whenever you are paying in this minimum rent, it has both the component. You are also paying royalty, you are also paying short working. Didn't you see this? Okay, you are also paying a royalty of 500, you are also paying a short working of 2000. Both put together you are calling it minimum rent of 2500. So what will be the second journal entry? It says when royalty and short working are included in the minimum rent, royalty account debit, short working account debit to minimum rent account. Okay, so the same journal entry has to get replicated here. So in the second journal entry, what we will write? Royalty account debit, short working account debit to minimum rent account. I am writing MRSW, you please in the examinations please write full forms. Okay, so how much of royalty did you pay in the first one? 500. How much amount of short working did you actually pay? I am extremely sorry for that background noise. So it became 2500 here. Okay, 500 worth of royalty, 2000 rupees of short working, both put together 2500 is what you've done. Now what is the third entry? Whatever amount of money is being due, okay, in the second working it says being first year minimum rent comprising of royalty and short working that is occurred. Okay, being first year minimum rent which includes royalty and short working has occurred. Now what is the third journal entry? The third journal entry will say wherever you are expected to pay minimum rent to the lessor. What will be the journal entry? Whoever is the lessor or the landlord, to bank account, right? So here who is our lessor? Mr. R, correct? So R's account debit. Now eventually you have to pay this particular person, right? So if you have to pay, what do we write? Whose ever account to bank account. Okay, how much amount of money you are actually paying? 2500 inclusive of both together. So we will write 2500 and 2500, correct? Now here we will write, being first year, whatever amount of minimum rent you have to do, that is already paid, because once you've already recorded in the books of bank, that means payment has already happened. Now what exactly is the scenario? We cannot stop our accounts right here. There is a need for us to convert or transfer these accounts in profit and loss account, correct? So if you want to transfer this to P&L account or the financial statement, generally this will go to profit and loss account, which is also called as production account. For that, what do we do? What is the journal entry? Journal entry 4. When royalty is transferred to production account, it will be called as P&L account debit to royalty account. Okay. So what will be the last journal entry? We are writing profit and loss account debit to royalty. To royalty account. How much amount of payment did we do that we are transferring to this one? Now you should be very careful. Only the amount of royalty, that is rupees 500, will get transferred. Remaining this one, short working, will be recorded separately. Okay. So we will write only 500 here and close. Now we would have written the entry of transferring of short working to P&L only when it is not recovered. Here there are no chances of being not recovered because we did not have any previous year surplus. So there is no question of recovery at all. But this will be applicable in the third scenario. Okay, irrecovery of this one and passing of this journal entry will only occur when you had a surplus in the previous year. Because you didn't have any surplus in the previous year, this entry is not getting recorded. Okay, let us move on to the second. Now using the same table of analysis, let us again start doing the second journal entry. Okay, and the concept is going to be as similar to what was the first one. So firstly, what do we do for the second journal entry? Because in the question it says that the minimum rent is more than the royalty. What formula, what journal entry do we use? It's minimum rent account debit to R's account, 2000. Next, because minimum rent is something that included royalty and short working, we will write royalty account debit, short working account debit to minimum rent. Sorry, it is here. Okay, just make this change. Sorry. Alright. Third one, because this much amount, whatever is been recorded, that will have to be paid to the lessor, that is to the landlord. So it will be R's account debit to bank account in the form of 2000. Next one, how much amount of actual amount of royalty is getting transferred to your profit and loss account will only be to the extent of 1000. So P&L account debit to royalty. So no more very change. It's just that you are recording the financial statement, that's why it is getting transferred to P&L account. Now let's look into the third journal entry. Here we have something called as irrecovered. So whatever is getting irrecovered, we will have to record one extra entry only for this. Apart from that, a lot will be similar. Again here, in comparison to minimum rent and royalty, minimum rent is more than the royalty. You have a short working and irrecoverability. So firstly, because minimum rent is more than the royalty, what will be the journal entry? Minimum rent account debit to R's account, total amount of rent paid. Next, minimum rent includes royalty short working, so royalty account debit, short working debit to rent account. Difference between the two, how much royalty and how much short working. Next, the third journal entry will be how much you are actually paying. You are paying 2000 rupees in the form of royalty. Next, this particular royalty, what has been paid, you are having one extra entry. Actually, till here is what we were actually recording. After it is being paid, how much amount of royalty is being paid. Correct? That gets transferred to your P&L account. This is one extra entry that I lately showed you here. That whenever we are transferring to P&L account, there are two forms. One we transfer royalty, one we are transferring short working. Now in the third variety, what is exactly happening? There is one portion of the excess loss which is occurred in the previous year, which the user of the asset cannot take back whenever there is surplus. Okay, for that what we will do, we will record one entry called as P&L account to short working and show that this much amount of money is going to be irrecoverable in the coming future. That's why we do P&L account debit to short working account 2000 each. Okay, so it's extremely very simple. You will have to follow the same concept. First for the minimum rent, next to show that what all minimum rent includes, then you make the payment, transfer it to P&L account. This is only done if there is no recovery, if you don't have the benefit or taking the advantage of taking that extra losses occurred in the previous year in the current year. Okay, now let's just look into the fourth one. So we have surplus, we have recovered, we have irrecovered. So all the possibility of varieties we've already taken. Only short working where you have irrecover, where you have recover, irrecover and surplus put together. Okay, so we have taken maximum varieties which can be possibly taken. Now when can surplus arise? Surplus can only arise whenever your minimum rent is less than the royalty. Correct? Whatever you had actually agreed from the contract, and depending on the production and sale, whatever you are giving is a royalty. If royalty is more than the minimum rent, only then you can have surplus. And if you have surplus, whatever losses have been occurred in the previous years can be taken back. That means if I gave you extra here, I can recover it back in the next year's profit. Now this is profit for me, no? If I am the user of the asset, if I am paying you extra, I can take it back. It's like that. Okay. Now how do we exactly record for this? Firstly, because in the transaction it is telling you that here when royalty is more than the minimum rent, that means when minimum rent is less than the royalty. Similar, so what will be the journal entry? The journal entry is going to be royalty to short working to landlord, right? This is what is the entry, royalty account debit to short working account to Ars Capital. So this much should be clear. How exactly we are recording the journal entry to be royalty to short working to our account? It is because from the portion of royalty, whatever, because it is more in number, because the royalty is more, now I will have the advantage that I will take back the excess of short working or the losses which I have occurred in the previous years of paying more minimum rent. Okay, that benefit I will take. So 500 will be the short working and 2000 will be the amount which is actually to be paid by to our account, to your landlord. Okay, now after this, what is the next entry? Ars account debit to bank. Now here this particular entry will only be occurring whenever your minimum rent is more than the royalty. Okay, now because royalty is more than the minimum rent, we have surplus, so we will not record the second entry. We will directly go to the third one telling landlord account to bank. So it says Ars account debit to bank account. How much are we actually paying? 2000. If you see in the paragraph also, how much are you actually paying? 2000, right? Now next journal entry. Here what exactly is happening? After we have recorded for surplus, we have already shown what was the royalty, what is minimum rent, what is actually paid. Now we have to record for how much amount of short working is actually recovered. Okay, now recovered, you know, it is to the extent of 500 that we have already recorded in the first one. Correct. Now something for which that we have not recorded is what is more important. For that, what journal entry we will do? We will write P&L account debit to short working. Okay, because to the extent of 500 is what we have not recovered here. 500 we have already shown in the first journal entry. Whatever is recovered, what is pending is irrecovered, this one. And whenever the amount is not getting recovered, it is the rule that will directly get transferred to your P&L account. Okay, so that entry we have to pass. So the third entry here will be profit or loss account debit or production account debit to short working, 500 not recovered. So at the end of the day, how much amount of royalty is actually getting transferred to P&L is worth 2500. How 2500? Here, between royalty and minimum rent, whichever is the highest, that one gets transferred to your P&L account in the form of royalty. Okay, this is what exactly it is taken care of. So just in case if any student is getting this changes between why we have recorded 2500 is because very clearly in the very first statement we have already mentioned how much amount of royalty is actually there in the particular question, and the same amount will get transferred to your profit and loss account also. Okay, if I am clear till here. So the entire concept, if you just notice, is revolving around this particular table. So if you were capable of analyzing this particular table carefully, then your recording of journal entries will become extremely clear, right? The entire process happens short working whenever royalty is less than minimum rent. I paid more than what is expected, that means I paid extra. Any losses in royalty terms, we will call it as short working. Here royalty was more than minimum rent, that means whatever are the previous losses I will be capable of recovering in the coming years, right? And for irrecoverability, there are certain time durations which are mentioned according to the contract, how you can actually take back your losses of the last year. Okay, it is pre-decided by the contract themselves. So second question, when we are doing journal entries in the books of lessee with minimum rent, is as so. It says Sunil is taking a lease of oil well from Ajay Oil Limited as on 1st of January 2010. Minimum rent 2 lakhs, royalty 20 rupees per ton. Important thing to be taken into consideration, short working is something that is recovered in the succeeding 2 years of such short working, but on the condition that only if it is being recovered during the next year of any short working, lessee is unable to recover same either fully or partly, he will lose right to recover 50%. Such unrecoverable will become short working. Output is given, so output will basically mean how much amount of sales have you actually done, and then we have to find out what will be the journal entry in the books of Sunil with minimum rent. Extremely simple questions, only a little bit of extra concentration is what is needed. Now first, when we are doing the analytical table, this is exactly how it should look like. So your year, sales, royalty 20 rupees, minimum rent, surplus, short working recovered, short working is recovered, and the actual amount of payment that is done. Okay, so let us start solving this. It says sales is 5500 and royalty that you are paying on every single unit is 20 rupees. So 5500 into 20 will give you 1,10,000. When you keep multiplying this to the respective numbers, let's just see how much do you get. We will get 1,60,000. 11,250 multiplied to 20 will give you 2,25,000. Okay, and 12,500 into 20 rupees will give you 2,50,000. I will just check with this. If this is 12,500 into 20, 2,50,000. Great. So now what we are expected to find out next is your minimum rent. So very clearly in the minimum rent it was told that it is 2 lakh rupees every year. So 2 lakh, we will just write it off here. Simple. No more complexities, no difficulties, extremely easy to understand. Now, how do we exactly find out surplus or short working? Whenever your minimum rent is more than the royalty, that means whatever I had expected to pay is less than what I actually paid. I paid more than what is expected. Then what will happen? Obviously, it will become short working of 90,000. Same applies. I paid more than what is expected. How much will I get? 40,000. Now see, how much did I pay? Less than what is expected. So obviously it is profitable situation, and here also it is profitable situation very clearly. 2 lakh minus 2,50,000. Okay, till here it should be extremely clear. Now there are a small little tricks. We'll just go year wise. Okay. Now since it is the very first year and you have short working, the question of recovery becomes zero because we don't have any profits of the previous year. We have just started. No irrecovery also. So how much are we exactly paying? The amount that is going to be paid is 2 lakh. That is royalty I am paying 1,10,000, but I am incurring additional expense of 90,000 extra within minimum rent. So as a part of minimum rent, I am paying royalty plus short working extra payment also. So it becomes 2 lakhs here. Simple. It should be easy till here. Okay, so now what we are going to do is going to be a little tricky, expecting all of your concentration. What did the question say? In the question it is telling you very clearly, succeeding 2 years recovery of short working, any person will recover the same either fully or partly, he will lose the right to recover 50% of such unrecoverable amount of short working. Simple understanding. If you are not capable of recovering this in the same year, you will lose 50% of your rights. Okay. If you are not recovering this in the very same year, 50% of this will get reduced. You will not have the authority to take it back whenever there is surplus. That clearly means when 90,000 is there, in the very first year you should have recovered. Otherwise, in the second year, this authority will be lost. You can recover only the remaining 50%, that is 45,000. Okay. So, in the second year, what I will write? 45,000 of this particular amount is lost, 50%. Did we recover anything? Obviously, when there is no surplus, where will you recover from? Okay, so this much becomes irrecovered in the second year. Okay, it says no, but on the condition, here it is, but on the condition that it was during the next year of any short working, unable to recover, he will lose the right of 50%. He will lose the right in the next year of 50%. Okay, now how much am I exactly paying? I have to pay minimum rent. Minimum rent includes what all? Royalty plus short working. If I add both, how much will it become? 2 lakhs. Okay, now third one, little bit extra important. Best part is, this year from the third year there was something good. Whatever amount of quantity I sold is really high. Whatever I actually had to pay depending on the sales was more than the minimum rent. Now what I will do, I have the privilege of whatever extra expense I did in the previous year, now I will recover. Okay, now how much can I actually recover? Only to the extent of how much profits I have done. So I can recover 25,000. Now the question is remaining, how much will become my irrecoverable? Now, for this you should understand this pattern. Okay, always what do we generally do? We will go order wise, taking one short working. Now out of the first short working, how much could I have actually recovered? 45,000 in the next year. But how much am I actually capable of recovering? Only to the extent of 25,000. Only to the extent of 25,000. So what is left? 20,000 will be irrecoverable in the first case. 20,000 will become irrecoverable in the first case. First year 50% lost. That means 50% lost. Out of this 50% was pending. Okay, so in the third year I was capable of taking only 25 from the exclusive profit. From the first year, what is the loss? 20. Now we are not just recording this 20, but again second year 40,000 is there. 50% of this also will get irrecovered. So out of the 40,000, 50% of this also will get irrecovered. So both of this should get added. Actual amount of irrecover will be 40,000. Okay, from the total whatever is irrecovered, half of this I will be able of recovering 25,000. Whatever is remaining will become my loss. I cannot take it any more further. It is gone. I will never ever be capable of taking it back from any surplus in the future. Next, after that we have to also consider this value. So half of this, 50% of this. So 50 of the old, 50 of the new, together it will become 40 unrecoverable. Okay. Now actual how much amount of payment do I actually make? Will be towards minimum rent, because extra surplus I have taken it back and I have not given, so it will become 2 lakhs only. Correct? Right? Okay, now next one. What does it say? Again we are having surplus. But if I have a surplus of 50,000, how much do you think I will be capable of recovering? Now whatever was the old one, this story is cut. You will no more bring this into consideration. So only half of this one is also lost. It is irrecoverable. 20% of the portion is here. This is of the 90,000 amount. This is of 20,000 amount. Right? Portions of these two. So both these opportunities lost. What is last left? Only 20,000 is what I can recover out of the pending. And irrecoverability will be 0. So whatever options I had, I have utilized everything. Now the question is, how much will I pay? 2,50,000 was what I was expecting to pay, minus if I am recovering 20,000. How much is left? 2,30,000. That's all. Okay. So the simple logic is, out of 90,000, in the first year I could have recovered half of this. In the second year I could recover half of it. In the first year no surplus, this is lost, no opportunity. Out of this 25 I have recovered. 25 I have recovered. What is remaining? 20. Now the question is very clearly telling you 2 years only. Okay. So first year if I have recovered, the option of recovering this balance is lost. You can no more bring it into existence. Okay. This 40,000 includes half of 45 is half. Okay. Half of this is 45, half of this is, remaining balance of this 20. Okay. We have to also deal with 40,000. So that we have taken it here. So this 25 includes what all? This and this. Okay. Two important things. I hope it should be very much clear. 90,000 and 40. We have to deal with both. First year they said 45,000, half of it will become irrecovered. So in the first year, out of this 45 become irrecoverable. What is pending now? Second installment of 45,000 is pending. Now out of this first particular short working, we have taken 25,000. This much only surplus was there, total we have taken. Now at the end of the first year gone, second year done. In the third year, that means whatever losses are pending, it will become as loss only, completely irrecoverable. I cannot take it forward. Simple. That is why 25. Now how did this short working come 20? This 20 irrecovered plus 40,000 in this particular, the option is not left only. Out of this only we have already taken. So half of this also will become irrecoverable. So 20 plus half of this. 20 for the first one, half of the second one. Both if you put together will become 40. Then in the next year, what is left? Only half of 40 is left. First 20 is irrecoverable. Second 20 should be recovered. So that 20 is got recovered. Okay. So out of 2,50,000, I have only paid 2,20,000. I have recovered. So remaining will become 2,30,000. 2,00,000 plus 30,000. Surplus out of this. 50 minus 20 is 30. So that is why it is 2,30,000. Okay. After table of analysis, let us start recording for journal entries. So what does the first journal entry say? We will have to compare between royalty and minimum rent and find out whichever is the highest. Here minimum rent is more than the royalty, and this proves that whatever amount we are paying will be inclusive of royalty and short working both put together. So firstly, when minimum rent is more than the royalty, what is a journal entry? Minimum rent to lesser. So firstly, what we are going to write is minimum rent account debit. How much amount of minimum rent are we paying? Total of 2 lakhs inclusive of royalty plus short working both put together. So minimum rent account debit to, I think it's Ajay. It's Ajay Oil Limited. Okay. What will be the narration? Being first year minimum rent payable. Being first year minimum rent, either you can write payable or due, whichever is okay to you. Okay. Now firstly, because this particular thing includes, we should also show the difference of what all does minimum rent include. It includes royalty and short working both put together. So the second journal entry will be here. Royalty and short working is included in the minimum rent. Okay. This journal entry we will pass. So the journal entry for the second one will be royalty account debit, short working account debit to, what does it includes? Minimum rent. Okay, minimum rent includes both royalty and short working. We will have to show what is the total amount of minimum rent we have paid. 2 lakh. What was the short working? Actually it was 90,000, right? And 1,10,000 is the royalty. Correct? 1,10,000 is royalty, 90,000 is a short working, right? Now after we have done this, we will have to make a payment to the person. Now who is that individual? Ajay Oil Limited account debit to bank account. Even if you write cash, it will not be a very big issue. how much amount of actual payment are you making? Worth rupees 2 lakh, inclusive of royalty and short working both put together. Here the narration will be being first year minimum rent paid. Okay, now after you're paying, what will be the last one? After minimum rent is paid to the lessor, we will have to finish this by transferring it to one of the places in financial statement where it is P&L account. So what will be the fourth journal entry? It will be profit and loss account debit to royalty. Okay, to royalty account. We will only transfer how much amount of money we are specifically paying in royalty alone. Okay, how much will that be? 1,10,000. Okay, the narration will be being first year payment of royalty transferred to P&L account. Payment of royalty transferred to P&L account. Okay, this will be the journal entry. Now, recording for journal entry for the second year. It says minimum rent more than the royalty, short working is there, and one extra entry which will be short working irrecovered. Now, firstly, when minimum rent is more than the royalty, what will be the journal entry? Minimum rent account debit to Ajay Limited. How much are you actually paying? 2 lakhs. So, 2 lakhs and 2 lakhs. Alright. Next one, because it is more, we will also have to show the breakup between how much royalty and how much short working we are paying. That is why the second entry will be royalty account debit, short working account debit to minimum rent account. Okay, extra amount of payment expenses that the person has paid, the user of the asset has paid. Now, if you are paying, you will also have to record that this was payable, right? The second entry always says that it includes what all we are paying. It is always in financial transactions what happen, you will have to be extra transparent. Okay, this is to show transparency of in minimum rent what all are you paying, diversification of the total amount. Okay, now ultimately what are you landing up paying? You are paying Ajay to bank in the form of minimum rent 2 lakh rupees. Okay, now one very important thing to be kept into mind, we are not just going to transfer royalty to profit and loss account, but because we also have a portion of irrecoverability, this also will get transferred to your profit and loss account as expense, which is not going to be recovered ever in the future. Okay, so first entry here will be profit and loss account debit to royalty, actual amount of royalty that you are paying, expenditure. Next one, how much amount of short working is not recovered, so it will be P&L account debit to short working 45,000. Okay, I hope this should be clear by now. Now for the third option. Now this particular thing has important things to be kept into mind. Firstly, when minimum rent is less than the royalty, or I can say when royalty is more than the minimum rent, you have surplus, you have short working recovered and irrecoverable both. So let us start solving the journal entry. Now firstly, whenever we are talking about when minimum rent, or I can say royalty is more than the minimum rent, see, this particular formula will be used, and whenever we are using this journal entry, second one will become non-applicable. Okay, this is used only when minimum rent is more than the royalty, to find out a difference between in the total minimum rent how much of royalty and how much of short working is actually payable. Okay, so when we are using the third formula here, third portion of the first formula. Okay, when minimum rent is payable, if you are using this, then we will not write this as a second entry, we will directly go to minimum rent is paid to the lessor. Okay, so in the third journal entry, first one what we will write, royalty account debit to short working account. Okay, and to who is exactly the landlord to whom we are paying? Ajay Oil Limited account. Okay, now in this, how much amount of royalty is actually paid? 2,25,000. How much amount of short working have we recovered? 25,000. Out of the total amount that I had to pay was 2,50,000. 25,000 of short working I have recovered. See, 25,000 of short working I have recovered. Correct? So this is 2 lakhs. Okay, I didn't see the previous one. Anyway, now second one, I did tell you first one was payable, and if you are choosing the third option, we will not write this one, and we will directly write what is the minimum rent that is paid to the lessor. So the second entry here will be how much amount of money is actually getting paid and to whom. So it is landlord account debit to bank account. So it will be Ajay Oil Limited account debit to bank account. Okay, how much amount are we actually paying? This is to the extent of 2 lakhs only, because the amount of 25,000 difference of short working I have recovered. Okay, that will go to the P&L account separately. Narration will be being third year royalty paid. Okay, now next one, when we are transferring our royalty to profit and loss account, okay, it will be profit and loss account debit to royalty. Okay, what is the amount of royalty are we actually giving? 2,25,000. Okay, and last importantly, whatever amount of irrecovery that we have here, that will get transferred to your profit and loss account also. Profit and loss account debit to short working account. How much amount of profit is not got recovered is to the extent of 40. So it will become 40,000, 40,000. Right? Being short working, irrecovered, transferred to P&L account. Okay. First entry, whatever royalty is payable. Second one, whatever is paid. Third one, royalty transferred to P&L. Then short working, irrecovered, transferred to P&L account. Okay. So last and the final journal entry for the fourth year. So we are going to record for when royalty is more than the minimum rent. Okay, or if I say minimum rent is less than the royalty, everything is the same. Correct? So here it is. Minimum rent is less than the royalty for this, and for short working recovered. That's all. So we will have very less number of journal entries here. So for the first one, what do we say? When royalty is more, that time we will write royalty account debit to short working to Ajay Oil Limited. Total amount, recovery of the short working, and the remaining that is actually paid. Second one is what is the amount that is actually getting transferred is 2,30,000. Okay, removing the portion of short working recovered, how much amount of money I have actually given it to the owner of the asset. Next, royalties that is getting transferred to your profit and loss account. So it will be P&L account debit to royalty account. Full amount you will write 2,50,000 here. Okay, this is how exactly it is done. It's one very simple way of recording. So let us start understanding what exactly is our third problem under journal entry preparation for royalty account is all about. So when Prabhu is leasing a corollary, that basically means it's a place from where coal is generated or produced, okay, generally from the earth. So this was from Patel Coal Company as in 1st of January 2004. The minimum rent was 30,000, royalty 1.5 per ton, with a power to recoup during the first 3 years. This is very important. Output basically means total amount of production which has happened, sales, anything you can say. Now you will be expecting to prepare journal entries in the books of Prabhu, okay, whoever is the user of the asset, in their book. Now for easy understanding, I have already prepared the table of analysis. Let us go understanding year wise. Now it started in the year 2004, okay, and the details are given for 5 years. Output is already given by the questions. I have already written here. Royalty, how it is calculated, 9,000 into 1.5. So units of production into rupee per unit. If you multiply these two, you will get 9,000 to 1.5, 15,000 into 1.5, and so on. If you continue, you will get these answers. Minimum rent is a component that is already told by the question. 30,000 is the amount of minimum rent that is payable. So irrespective of whatever is the quantity of sale that has happened, this much amount according to the contract you will have to pay to the person or to the owner of the asset actually. Now what is important for us to find out, either we have short working or surplus, and find out how much amount of money is actually to be paid. Now what we start doing is, first very thing important, you will understand when are you recovering your short working in the first 3 years. That means starting from 2004 up till 2016, first 3 years only. Now it says minimum rent is more than the actual royalty. Whenever whatever you are expected to pay is less and what you actually paid is more, that means the difference between the two is loss. You paid extra money. In the accounting terms, you call it to be short working. Okay, and whatever amount that you are paying at the end of the year will include royalty plus short working, together called as minimum rent 30,000. Easy to understand? Great. Next, moving on to the second year, again minimum rent is more than the royalty. That means you are paying royalty plus short working, additional loss expenses, because according to the contract you already committed. You have already promised, guaranteed that this much amount of money you will be giving to Mr. Patel Coal Company for using his assets. Okay, this is the meaning. So that is why you pay royalty plus short working, together put as amount paid. Now the third one, minimum rent is less than the royalty. That means increased sales have given you high royalty to be paid, but what is expected to be paid via minimum rent is 30. So this difference between the two is surplus or extra benefit, extra profit that you have generated. Now what happens? Now basically there comes a surplus of 10,500, right? So whatever extra expense I have incurred in the previous 2 years, I can recover them back from this particular surplus. Okay, now how much exactly can you recover? Only to the extent of how much ever surplus you have generated. So that much amount I have written in short working recovered. Now how will you exactly find short working irrecovered? Be very careful. The question has very clearly told you, you can recover only in the first 3 years. First, second, third. So what we do is, we combine both of these together, add minus 10,500. Whatever we get, the remaining balance will be irrecoverable. Okay. Add both of these together, deduct it from 10,500. Whatever balance is left will be irrecoverable, because the question is giving you benefit of recovering only in the first 3 years. Remaining will be irrecoverable, and whatever amount of minimum rent is there, 40 minus 10,500, remaining will be paid to the user, or the user will pay to the owner of the asset. Clear? Next, again in this particular scenario, minimum rent is more than the actual royalty. That means there is a short working occurred. Now whenever short working is occurred, and when the question is very clearly elaboratedly told you that this could be recovered only in the first 3 years, that is the reason this full amount will become irrecoverable during the 4th year. Okay, after the 3rd year onwards, whatever amount of short working you have, everything will become irrecoverable, additional loss. Okay, next year minimum rent is less than the royalty. So here, because the recovery option is lost, whatever extra amount, whichever is the highest, you will land up paying royalty only, because your benefit of recovering losses is lost. Okay, so 30 plus 12,000, 42 full you will have to pay to the owner of the asset. So after understanding how exactly the analytical table is done, let us move ahead by drafting the journal entry. Now let us understand from the table as to how many types of journal entry are we going to do. Now firstly, minimum rent is more than the royalty. So whenever minimum rent is more than the royalty, what is the journal entry? Minimum rent account debit 30,000, and to Patel Coal Company account 30,000. Now because minimum rent is more, that is obviously understood that you are going to pay extra expenses in the form of short working. So this split you will have to show: royalty account debit, short working account debit to minimum rent account. Okay, then how much amount of actual money are you going to pay in consolidated? This was due, division, and then payment. Due, division, and payment. Okay, so Patel Coal Company account debit to cash account being payment made. Last one is how much amount of royalty. If you want to close the books of account, you will have to transfer this to P&L account. So it is profit and loss account debit to royalty, the actual amount of royalty that is paid, keeping aside your short working. Okay, this is how exactly it is to be written. Now moving on to the second one. Now what is the second entry generally say? Again, it has the same kind of working of what we did for the first one. So I don't think I'll have to tell you again and again. It's the same journal entry. Recording for minimum rent, showing the division between the two, transferring it to the landlord in the form of cash or bank account also you can write, and then finally closing the account by writing P&L account debit to royalty account. Okay, royalty will be 20 to 500, 20 to 500. Now what exactly does the third one say? It says you have a short working, sorry, third one is this. It says you will have a surplus, and this particular surplus is irrecovered, recovered and irrecovered. So you have all the three: surplus, recovery, irrecovery. So how exactly will this be seen? Whenever we have the option of surplus, what exactly will be the journal entry, and when do you have surplus? Whenever royalty is more than the minimum rent, or oppositely minimum rent is less than the royalty. What will be the first journal entry? Royalty account debit to Patel to short working account, telling that this was the actual amount of royalty that I actually had to pay, but because I had a short working recovering option, so from this I deducted this amount, and now I am paying 30,000 only to Patel Coal Company account. From the previous year losses, I had the benefit of recovering my short working, so I have written 10,500. Now what do we do? Next thing is to record for royalty that is paid. How much amount of royalty have you paid? 30,000. That will get transferred to his bank account. Lastly, now because there was something that is not recovered, that not recovery also we will show it in the profit and loss account as a loss. So P&L account debit to short working. How much was the loss? 13,500, 13,500. Lastly, we are also transferring our royalty to close the books of accounts to P&L account. So the journal entry is profit and loss account debit to royalty account. How much is the exact royalty? 40,500. Okay. So now what does the entry for 2007 say? We have a short working of 4,500, and which is also not recoverable under certain circumstances where the minimum rent is more than the royalty. Okay. So for 2007, if the minimum rent is more than the royalty, what was the first thing? Minimum rent to the lesser account, right? So it is 30,000 both payable. Next, what was the second entry? We were showing that how royalty and short working is included in the minimum rent, the diversification. So royalty account debit 25,500, short working is 4,500, and the total amount of minimum rent comes to 30,000. Now actually the third entry is when minimum rent is paid to the lesser, that is rearranged. Okay, just written as entry number 5 for 2007. You kindly please rearrange. So it says Patel Coal account debit to cash account 30,30 paid. After this, what exactly happens? We transfer our royalty and short working to the profit and loss account. So P&L account debit to royalty 25,500, and the last entry will be when you're transferring your short working irrecoverable to P&L account to ultimately show that you are not going to recover this money back ever again. So it will be treated as a permanent loss. Profit and loss account debit to short working account 4,500, 4,500. Next journal entry is where your royalty is more than the minimum rent with surplus amount. Okay, whenever minimum rent is less than the royalty. Okay, so what will be the first journal entry? Royalty account debit to short working account, sorry, royalty account debit to your lesser or the landlord account. Okay, now you should be thinking that there is something wrong in this particular entry. Now there is nothing wrong. Instead of writing whenever, see, last time when did we discuss that whenever minimum rent is more than the royalty, you should be assuming that we were writing this formula. Whenever minimum rent is less than the royalty, then why are we considering this formula? Right, when minimum rent is equal to royalty, the only situation is that at the end of the day you don't have any recovery options, and whatever is royalty, that is only what is being paid and not 30,000. Do you understand? We are utilizing the formula. Now you should, I'll just repeat again, whenever we have minimum rent that is less than the royalty, correct? Whenever minimum rent is less than the royalty, we generally use this particular formula because we have short working. Okay, now in this particular question, since we don't have any form of short working, we are considering that whatever royalty is paid, that itself is the actual amount paid. So we are considering that minimum rent is equal to royalty. That is the reason we are utilizing the formula royalty account debit to landlord account. Okay. So the first entry will be royalty account debit to landlord, who is Patel Coal Company account, which is 42,000. Now second entry will be Patel Coal Company account debit to cash. How much amount of money are you actually paying to this person is 42,000. And the last is when you are transferring royalty to profit and loss account in order to close the books, which is P&L account debit to royalty, 42,000, both applicable. These are just rearranged. If you can just put them in the right order, it will all be right. So first comes this, then this, and this one. Okay. So the only way of understanding is the conclusion that you should be very careful with these entries. Okay. Whenever there is no short working, at that point of time, this particular formula is utilized. Otherwise, you can carry on with the same. Secondly, you have to show the division of when minimum rent includes the amount of royalty and short working, when you are actually making a payment, and at the end whenever you are transferring the royalty and short working to P&L account to actually close the books and show this amounts in the final statements or final books of accounts of a company. Okay. So next question will be one elaborated question which is including both journal and ledger for your very easy understanding, inclusive of the table of analysis. So in this one full problem you will clearly understand how do you start with the question, how do you do table of analysis, followed by journal entries, and then ledger account, posting of entries. So after understanding this from this first question, you will be very carefully and very easily you can crack this thing. So generally when you have this fun full-fledged, it could be for 12 marks, 14 marks, 15 marks, depending upon what university you are appearing your papers for. So yes, let's get started. So the first question of this consolidated problem say on the 1st of January 2010, Orissa Coal Company had taken a lease of a mine. Orissa Coal Company took a lease. Okay. So this particular person will be the user of the asset. 1 rupee per ton, minimum rent 25,000, and you can recoup during the first 5 years. Okay. So the amount of output is already given to you. 15,000, 22,500, 27,500, 30,000, 37,500. Now for your easy understanding, I have already written as to how do you draft your table of analysis. So it is year, sales, royalty, minimum rent, surplus, short working recovered, short working irrecovered, and amount paid. So now that we have done enough amount of problems from the lecture series 1, and this is the second one which we have understood. So I would request everybody to just pause it, try doing it on your own, so that you will get a little bit of confidence that you know how to do the problem, and anyway you can come and check back for any problems or any deviations. Okay, so continuing with this particular thing, what did the first one say? Always you start your comparison between minimum rent and royalty to continue with the problem. So year is given from 10 to 14 for 5 years. Sales already given by the question directly. Royalty is given by the question. Is it given by the question? It is telling you 1 rupee per ton of coal raised. So sales is expected to be multiplied by rupee 1 and you will get your royalty paid. Next, minimum rent is again told by the question, 25,000 each for all the years. Now, what should you do from the first year onwards? Minimum rent is more than the royalty. Okay, that means it's a short working, you are expected to pay more than the royalty. So 10,000 is the difference between the two. You get your short working amount that is expected to be paid is 25. Second one, again minimum rent more than the royalty, extra expense you are paying over and above royalty, 2,500 worth of short working, actual amount to be paid is minimum rent. Next, this time royalty is more than the minimum rent. So you have a surplus where this particular amount, difference between the two, can be used to recover the losses which have happened in the previous years. So 2,500. How much can you actually recover? Full amount, 2,500 out of 10,000. We have not recovered, we have not written anything irrecovered is because complete 5 years. So the first 5 years up till 2014, whatever amount of surplus you will start getting, everything we will write it here. Okay. So actual amount is how much? 12,500. Out of that, 2,500 is already done. How much is pending? 10,000 more. Okay. Next, how much is payable here? 25,000. 25,000 is what you're paying. From royalty, we will deduct a surplus and give minimum rent. Next one, minimum rent is less than the royalty. 5,000 surplus, 5,000 we have recovered. What is yet pending now? Out of the 12,500, 2,000 recovered, 10,000 pending. Out of 10,000, 5,000 is recovered, 5,000 is pending, which will get compensated here. Okay. Next one, we have again minimum rent less than the royalty with a difference of surplus 12,500. Out of this, easily we can recover full amount of short working, whatever was pending. Okay. Now with the help of this particular thing, I hope it's a very simple problem, no difficulties at all. Okay, if I'm clear till here. So let us start writing the journal entries. So when minimum rent is more than the royalty in the first situation, firstly we will start utilizing the formula where minimum rent is more than royalty. Secondly, we will say the division about how exactly minimum rent includes royalty and short working, and when the total amount is transferred to your landlord's account, that is 25,000. Next, lastly, in order to close the royalties account, we will transfer this to P&L account as 15,000 each. Okay. So according to this, what does the second one say? It is completely the copy of whatever happened in the first scenario. So your minimum rent is more than the royalty and you have one portion of short working. How exactly is this expected to be dealt with? Minimum rent that is paid, minimum rent which includes royalty and short working is supposed to be shown as a division. Transferring of your total amount that you are actually paying it to the landlord, and then transferring only royalty portion to the profit and loss account by closing the entry. Next, what does the third scenario say? When your royalty is more than the minimum rent and there is a portion of surplus that is recovered. Okay, royalty is more than the minimum rent, arriving of surplus and recovery of short working. So here how do we write? Royalty is account debit to landlord and to short working. So whatever I actually had to pay in the form of royalty, I have paid only one portion to it, and one little portion I have cut it down as recovery of the short working. Okay, how much is actually being paid? Only to the extent of 25,000. This particular amount will get transferred to royalty full here. Sorry, to profit and loss account. Similarly, the fourth and the fifth one are the same, which will have journal entries like this. Royalties, landlord to short working, same transferring only the portion how much you are paying to bank account and the total to P&L account. Okay, so let us more importantly focus upon understanding how ledger accounts are done. So after you're recording your journal entries, what four most important ledger accounts that are expected to be prepared are minimum rent account, royalties account, short working account, and landlord account. Okay, so I'm just going to show you step by step as to whenever you have journal entries available, and with the help of journal entries how do you post them. So for the first journal entry, it said minimum rent account debit to landlord account 25,000 each. Minimum rent account debit to landlord. So in minimum rent you write to landlord, and in landlord you will write by minimum rent. Okay, as simple as that. So whatever is the entry opposite of that. Now second one, it says royalty short working to minimum rent. So you will first write royalties account debit to minimum rent to 15,000. Okay, royalties account debit. So firstly, if I pick up minimum rent, in minimum rent I will write royalties and short working. In minimum rent I will write royalties and short working 15,000 and 10,000 each. Next, this entry I have already written, if you just notice. So royalties to minimum rent royalties to minimum rent 15,000. I just have to split it. So royalties to minimum rent, short working to minimum rent. Royalty to minimum rent, okay. Royalty to minimum rent. Next, short working to minimum rent 10,000. Short working to minimum rent 10,000. Every time in the short working you will never have the opposite item that is appearing in the journal entry. So you will have to close it by balance carried down. And then this balance will be brought to the next year. In case you have anything that is being added, okay, in case if there is anything that is added in the short working will get here, but in case if you have recovered anything, that will appear here. Alright, so for scenario in the third year we have recovered to the extent of 2,500 from the total balance. So first year balance we closed, brought it to the second year. Second year again there was a short working, so we added, took the balance to the end of the year. Next again we took it to the next year. Now from this particular balance little amount of money is got recovered. So deduct between this and whatever is the balance, carry it forward to the next year. Out of this again there was a balance which was recovered, balance take it to the next year. This was the amount which was recovered by royalties, so it is balanced by 5,000, otherwise you would have again had a balance brought down. Okay, now third one, what does it say? Landlord account debit to bank. Okay, so we have maintaining only landlord account, we are not maintaining bank account. Landlord account debit to bank. Landlord account debit to bank by 25,000. So by minimum rent we have paid to the landlord as bank 25,000 in the form of minimum rent is what it says. Okay. Next, P&L account debit to royalties. Now we are maintaining only royalties and not P&L account, so the entry will be reflecting only in royalties ledger. So profit and loss account debit to royalties. Royalties by P&L account 15,000. Alright, so whatever royalties we have paid, which include minimum rent includes royalties, and we have closed this account by transferring it to profit and loss account by 15,000 each. Simple. So we are maintaining only 4 very important ledger accounts: rent, royalty, short working and landlord's account. So once you are very clear about how exactly journal entries are made, then transferring is going to be one extremely easy task, not difficult at all. So it's just about posting the other entry. Okay, let's just see for the second transaction. It says minimum rent and landlord, so we are maintaining both the accounts. One opposite entry will reflect in each of the account. I will record landlord in rent, rent in landlord, correct? So minimum rent to landlord, minimum rent to landlord. In landlord I will write by minimum rent, landlord I will write by minimum rent. Okay, so it is as simple as this. I am leaving you some glimpses of how exactly these are done. You can keep this for your references. This is exactly the same.